of your favorite soap opera, Beaver Pines. I'm Darcy Malesi, and I play the town matriarch, Olivia Oil. Also, I'm also running for mayor. Now, you have me as host today because our production assistant, unfortunately, has come down with a case of alcohol-induced amnesia. So, you got me. But we're very, very happy to have you here. Now, a few things that you need to know are that we are filming live, and it is being broadcast to the television homes all across the country. So that means we really need to hear your voices loud and clear, because the people at home are going to hear you too. So I'm going to help you do that by warming you up. So first of all, as fans of Beaver Pines, you know that we have no shortage of shocking revelations. So at the count of 3, I want to hear you loud and clear what you are going to sound like when you hear the most shocking revelation of all time. 1, 2, 3. Excellent, you got it. Okay. Another thing you probably know about Beaver Pines is that we have a lot of love interests. No shortage of those. So now I want you to, in your imagination, picture your 2 most favorite characters admitting their love for each other for the very first time. 1, 2, 3. That's so sweet. Okay. Now, lastly, but definitely not least, we have no shortage of villains in Beaver Pines. No. Now, I want you to imagine the most heinous thing happening possible in your favorite town. And let's hear how it's going to sound. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no!
I think this is the best audience yet. Very, very good. All right. Well, now that you're warmed up and ready to be heard throughout the country, I have a couple of announcements for you. First of all, as you know, each episode is sponsored by a commercial product. So just to test you, I'd like to hear what that product is today, because I know you know, here on this beautiful day in 1960. What is our sponsor?
Geritol.
Geritol! Very good! Exactly. We would like to thank Geritol for sponsoring our show today and for providing us with the little extra oomph we need to do this show. Speaking of oomph to do this show, we are working 5 days a week in remembering lines. And sometimes, well, the actors forget their lines, and so they need a little help. And so if you see one of the actors going to this bowl and picking out a line and reading from it, that's all that's happening. We're just getting a little memory boost, okay? So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the people of Beaver Pines. Here they come. Why don't you step forward, tell the audience your name and a little bit about yourself.
Jack, contraband dealer, gang member.
Matthew, known as Maddie, the town homosexual.
Violet Black, 3rd-time grieving widow, desperately seeking her next victim. Love.
Dr. Robert Eastman, Dr. Beaver Pines, and a darn good one.
Maurice Jackson, World War II veteran, several body parts missing.
Mayor Rutherford, R.J. Johnson, 2-term mayor of Beaver Pines, running for a 3rd, consummate politician.
Beverly Vandergland, widow and proprietor of Beaver Pines gas station.
Rusty Connor, ex-con, 25 years for murder, madly in love with Beverly, looking for redemption.
In yesterday's episode of Beaver Pines, we were poised to find out if Beverly was going to shoot the mayor because he had brought a bomb to her home and was about to detonate her living room. Sit back, and you're soon to find out what happens as we bring you this episode of Beaver Pines, brought to you by Geritol.
Go ahead and make me do it. What's another murder? I've already killed 2.
Do you think that you could pull that trigger before I set this fuse off, Beverly?
Mayor, Beverly, please, let's talk about this. Yes, Mayor, she may have killed your sister, but we all make mistakes.
We all do make mistakes.
Why? I still don't understand why. Crystal was your best friend. Why, Beverly? Why did you throw a javelin in her back and then in her ex-husband's back?
You don't know this, but it's about time you should know. My dead husband, Glenn. Well, Crystal and Glenn were having an affair. And then, all this time, her husband, Bud, he knew it. They both knew it. And when I left for Mexico City to get my degree, came back and found out that you, Rusty, had cheated with Crystal. Well, I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take it anymore.
I didn't know you were coming back, Beverly. You were gone for 3 days.
You gotta be stronger than that if you're gonna love me, Rusty. Can't you understand? Can't you understand what it's like to be hurt so deeply by somebody that you think is your best friend?
They killed him? No. I've done some questionable things in my life, Beverly, but I've never, well, the war brought some questionable things. That was different times. That was a war. It wasn't love.
Mayor, you may not know this, but every day in Beaver Pines is a war. It's a war of survival, just to get through the day without crying because you have a broken heart and knowing that you've been cheated on. And you both should know that day with the javelin. I took it with me to the park. I stopped by the motel where Crystal was staying. And I was only practicing. I was only practicing the javelin. It slipped from my hands and it went through Crystal and out and hit Bud right through the head. It was a sports accident.
Darling, tell me you're alive. Oh, Maurice. I'm so sorry I hurt you. I'm so sorry I didn't drop the mayoral candidacy like you asked me to. Just live, please live. Maurice, Maurice, you're alive.
Olive?
Yes, it's me. I'm here. I haven't left your side since you had your heart attack.
I heard the doorbell.
Just a minute.
What's
Come
going on?
in. Come in. Is it Dr. Eastman? Yes.
Yes,
Come in.
I got your phone call. What's going on?
He seems to have had a heart attack.
Maurice, how are you feeling? Strange.
You said something about a light.
Yes, I saw a light. I saw Crystal. And I saw everyone else that has died in this town.
You were dead. You died and came back.
His heart sounds healthy.
Oh, thank God. For a minute, I thought I heard this. He snuck away with his mistress to that new state, Hawaii. Oh, my God. Thank God.
His thoughts are palpitating.
My what?
Your thoughts. Oh,
Oh, my God. Is that bad? Is it bad to palpitate?
it is very bad.
Maurice.
Let it out, Maurice.
Olive.
Tell me about what you saw.
I saw Crystal light. She told me. She told me what happened that day. She told me that it was an accident. Rusty thinks that Beverly killed her. Don't you understand?
Beverly didn't kill her. She said she did.
She admitted it.
But it was an accident. Crystal told me.
So what do you want to do about it now, Maurice?
I have to tell Rusty.
You want to convince Rusty of it? Huh? You want to convince Rusty? Why do you care so much?
Because he's about to make the biggest mistake of his life. He took a gun with him to see Beverly. I have to stop him. I'll bring my own gun. If I have to.
Maurice, no.
Jack, I went to the bank today to get some of that money that we've gotten from all the gold that we found in the hills, because I wanted to get started on that project, that PSA, but there was a whole bunch of it missing. Do you know anything about that?
Well, Maddie.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear. Did your secretary trip again and get lipstick on your collar? Third time this week. Yeah.
No, you knew about the secretary, as I call her.
Yeah, I know. You've been working on those campaigns. You've been doing things with your secretary.
Well, what are you saying? That somehow my secretary got into our bank account?
No. I'm saying that I wanted to do something nice for you because I knew you had someone special. So I spent a lot of money so that you can go out on a nice date with this secretary of yours.
Well, that's sweet of you, Jack, but, I mean, we had plans for that money. We were going to do something great.
I mean,
What do you...
we
What'd
I
you
got
spend it
this
on?
new place, right? It's pretty snazzy.
Yeah, it's very snazzy. It's got the golden water pipes and... I mean, it's just a little over the top.
Maddie, I want to get to know more about you. I've been kind of absent, and that's a nice shade of red. So, tell me about him.
Well,
Okay.
he's very sweet. He's not like all the other ones that I've met at the bar and, kind of one-night things here and there. At least I hope not. He's different. He's got a real gaiety about him,
This fellow got a name?
He actually hasn't told it to me yet.
But he's your secretary? Seems like that should come up during the employment process.
No, he had me call him the secretary. It's the role he likes to play.
Oh, okay.
Dresses up in he'll dress up in that red lipstick and silk scarves. And he'll sit there at the bar, pretending there's a typewriter. Just taking down everything I say. I mean, he listens. He really listens,
Well, that's good. I'm happy you found someone. That's good for you.
Thanks.
Oh. Let me get that Miss Fancy in your phone number.
Yeah.
Jack's place. Jack speaking.
Is Maddie there?
How did you get this number?
I'm the secretary. I know all numbers.
Okay, but Maddie told me that was just a role you play. It's for you. You gave him my number to call you at?
No. Hello, Madam Secretary.
Your 4:30 appointment is ready to go.
You called my brother's house about our 4:30 appointment?
I sure did. I hope that's not too intrusive.
Well, it's just very presumptuous of you.
I got my typewriter and it's full of ink.
Well, surely I can find some reasonable business excuse to leave for an appointment.
I'll see you soon. Go.
What do you say?
There's a legal issue we have to figure out over an appointment.
Okay. All right. Okay. Legal issue. Well.
Not good enough. Not nearly good enough, Beverly.
Come on now.
I don't have anything left to lose. That story about me in the newspaper, my sister.
You can't just put everything, what everybody else thinks, in front of what's important. And I know that she was important to you, and she was important to me. And can you understand that I was jealous, I was hurt, but...
Why would I believe you that's an accident? You said that you were jealous of her and you accidentally killed her? How does that even make sense? I need a sign from heaven or a vision or something to know that it was truly an accident.
Well, there was something strange.
Duh! Oh. You're not gonna kill her.
No.
Look, I was going to do the killing. Everybody.
Rutherford, what are you doing? A fuse? Ah! A barrel that says TNT on it. What's happening here?
Cartoonishly large because I wanted to make sure it takes the deal.
What's happening?
He's angry and upset because I killed Crystal, and...
She didn't kill Crystal.
She admitted that she did. She claims it was an accident.
It was.
I saw Crystal. I'm not gonna let her kill her.
Well,
Let you kill her.
Crystal, she's dead.
I was dead. For a moment. I saw a light up in the sky, and through it, like a tunnel, I could see Crystal's face, sort of like yours, but less manly. And
What did she say?
She said, it was an accident.
Oh.
Like she repeated it over and over. And then she said, you have to stop the murder.
Oh, Crystal. Crystal, if you can hear me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Somebody put Vaseline on my javelin. I slipped.
Did she have anything for me to prove it was really her?
Yes, she said another thing. She said, tell my brother, that it's really me. I will tell you one thing only. I would know. Remember that I put the socks in the drawer that one time and it wasn't you, but you got in trouble. Does that mean anything?
I knew it!
Then it was really her, man.
It must be.
Oh,
Then you understand now. It really was an accident.
I guess it was.
Mayor, please sit down. We've all been carrying around this heavy grief and hatred and anger for too long. Let it go. Let it go.
take this gun. I'm gonna call the police again.
I'll put this somewhere safe where it can't hurt anybody.
Good idea, Rusty.
That is where military keeps it as well. It's procedure.
Okay, Mayor. The most I can do is 6 years for manslaughter.
No, wait a minute, Mayor, please. She doesn't have to go to jail.
Well, Crystal wouldn't want you to go to jail if she literally came back. That's smart, probably. She came back from the dead to clear you. Even though she cheated on you, you killed her accidentally. She loved you.
Please, there's still a chance for us, Beverly. If you just let this die, then you and we could have the future together that we've always dreamed of.
We could get that trailer, that double wide.
Yeah, we could park it in a mobile home somewhere, just like we always fantasized.
We could put white rocks in the front yard.
And a little sign that says,
Pink
welcome.
flamingos? Would you want pink flamingos?
Yes, pink flamingos and gnomes. Gnomes, Rusty.
Robert, I've gotten the dozen delivered to my apartment.
So, does that prove how I feel for you? Do you believe me now when I tell you that I still have feelings?
It's been years, Robert. And you've made your way around every female in this town. And now you're back to me.
Just 3 of them. My wife, her twin sister, and Olive. And 2 of them are abducted by aliens.
You're right. I could give you a chance. Maybe I'm just tired.
Well, maybe I'm just cheating on my wife.
Technically, you would be.
You're right. You're right.
But I have to admit, ever since Ronaldo died, even though I was in love with Maurice, I've always thought of you. I've always thought of you. I always thought that maybe if I hadn't married Ronaldo and you hadn't married your wife and cheated on her with Emily, your twin sister, you could have had a chance.
Maybe we need to bite the bullet and see the reality of what it is. I'm still married to her and I still love her. And there's still a chance that she might come back.
Yeah, and I think I need to admit something to you. You're the only one I can tell this. And this is a big, big deal.
Tell me.
My real name is Inigo Montoya. And I know you killed my father. Prepare to die.
That was a long time ago.
I'm still angry.
This isn't the past
This
life.
is why we couldn't work out.
This was in Russia.
I knew you killed him.
There was a war. He tried to kill me first.
You think that matters to me?
Yes.
I've had all this terrible history with men because of my father issues.
Then go ahead. Kill me now.
You know I can. And you know if I get the chance I will. But this town needs a doctor.
And what do you need?
I need revenge.
Well, 2:33 in the morning.
I assumed you would go to sleep.
You come strolling in here.
Don't be his name.
What is it?
Diego Montoya.
Say it again.
Diego Montoya. Is it hot?
Diego Montoya.
Yeah. What, do you know him?
This is not good, man.
What is it this time?
Man, you gotta stop seeing that guy.
Why?
Look, you seem to be really fond of him. And I don't want to destroy that image that you have in your brain, but it would be best for everyone if you just cut ties. No contact, okay?
I'm not going to do that without an explanation. You know I trust you. I'll believe you, but you got to tell me what's going on.
Maddie, I'm your older brother, okay? I try to protect you, and I try to look out for you. I was happy for you. I was happy that you found someone, you found some peace. But this situation, I don't want to break your heart.
It's not going to be unbroken by me not knowing. There's only so much you can keep me in the dark. I know you've got all your gang stuff going on, and you don't like telling me anything about it, but this is about me now. This is about me and my life.
All right, you want to know, of course know that now I am the leader of the Rollers, most infamous gang in Beaver Pines.
Yeah. Got all your leader medals on the wall to prove it.
Well, yeah, we get one every year in our award ceremony.
You've been the best gang leader of the year for 4 years running.
Well, Maddie, you know, the Rollers go back a long, long time. I mean, Rusty was part of them 25 years ago. And so was Diego. Before I was the leader of the Rollers, it was Diego. Something happened between the two of us. I usurped him. He was banished, and now he's come back. Don't you see, Maddie? He's doing this as revenge against me.
But he was so nice. I didn't think he was anything like you and... Not that... It's just I didn't think he was the type.
He's not changed. There's a reason why I had to take over. Okay, Maddie? You stay away from him, okay?
Well, are you in danger?
I haven't seen him in many years, and after what I did to him, I'm sure there's a fire inside him, burning, looking for vengeance at. You're definitely in danger.
Well, maybe there's a way that I can help by kind of like being a double agent thing. I could keep seeing him, but undercover.
Maddie, it's too dangerous, okay? He does not care for you. Do you understand? This is all about revenge for me.
I get that. But if I can help and get really hot sex at the same time, I don't really see the problem there.
Maddie, tell me you won't see him again. Please.
Fine. I won't see my secretary ever again.
Thanks for coming out, Maurice, and bringing that big barrel of beer.
You're welcome.
This is the only bar that lets you bring your own keg.
That's right.
I want to thank you for rushing in the way you did, helping set everything straight.
Of course. I couldn't bear to see you make a mistake like that. You know, killing a man, or a woman in your case, it sticks with you.
Maurice, things between me and Beverly are going pretty well now.
I know. I saw you purchase that house down the street.
Yeah, we're going to have some pink flamingos out there. It's actually a double-wide trailer.
I heard. You know you're living my dream, right?
Maurice, I got to tell you something, but if I do, you have to promise me. You have to swear that you'll never tell another living soul.
More secrets?
I'm trying to unburden myself.
Go on.
Do you swear?
I swear.
Old schoolhouse shake?
Of course.
Well, you know how I was always so jealous of her husband, Glenn.
Yes, of course. I mean, the way that you looked at him across the street, see, was riding the bike that you sold him. It was venomous.
Watching her look at him with those eyes, the way I wish you would only look at me.
I know, I was there for all the nights you cried on my shoulder.
And you know how he died in that mysterious plane crash and his body was never found.
That's right, yeah, it was all over the news.
And no one ever knew why the plane went down.
Well, I mean, they said that half of it went down on one side of the mountain and the other half on the other.
Maurice,
Yes.
the night before his plane journey,
Yes.
his pilot came into my bike shop because the alligator cuff of the phone in his airplane had broken.
The Ligulator puff? That's a very critical part of the play. Tell me you fixed it.
He left it with me to fix it. I told him it would only take an hour.
Everyone knows it doesn't take an hour, Rusty, to fix an Ligulator puff.
It was the Ligulator puff of the phone in the plane.
I abbreviated it.
Maurice, I didn't fix it. I made it worse.
Rusty!
How could you? I was blind with jealousy. I thought that if only he was out of the picture, she would look at me again.
You've murdered a man. Again. You went to prison for 25 years for killing a man.
I know, don't you think I know that? I swore when I got out I was going to go straight. I swore I would, but who knows what a man will do for love? Who knows until you're facing the abyss of loneliness?
Rusty, you know that I can't just let you get away with this,
You
man.
have to.
I can't.
Look.
I swore an oath when I joined the military that any crime that is ever confessed to me, I must tell the police. You know that oath, Rusty.
That is not more important than the schoolyard shake.
Look, it is just as important, Rusty.
Maurice, you're my best friend.
I know that I am.
I told you that to unburden myself.
And now you've burdened me with it, Rusty. Rusty, I need to go. I need to think.
Maurice, you can't put me back in jail. You don't know what it was like in there for 25 years.
I know! I saw how you returned, Rusty. I saw that you had a long dream in front of you. It was cut short by 25 years.
Please, Maurice, you can't send me back.
You've left me no choice.
I have a life in front of me now with Beverly.
You ruined at the moment that you killed her ex-husband.
Thanks for meeting me at your station.
Anytime.
Did you want me to check that oil of yours, or are you happy with the level that it's at right now?
I'm not happy with anything right now, Beverly.
What's going on?
First of all, I know it's been a while since we've talked, and I'm sorry.
That's okay. I figured you were busy, and you didn't have time for our friendship anymore.
Yeah, well, it was that communism thing too, but anyway, listen. First of all, I owe you an apology because I thought you killed Crystal on purpose, and I understand that you didn't because Maurice told me.
Thank you. It doesn't make it any easier to know that I killed somebody that I cared about. But thank you for understanding.
Of course. And now that we're friends again, I need a favor.
What is it?
I've ruined everything in my campaign. I outed the mayor in the news, and that backfired, and I lost my family values, and
Dear.
and Beverly, I'm going to step down from the campaign. Because that's what my true love Maurice wanted, and if I'd only done it in the beginning, he wouldn't have had a heart attack and died.
Stop it.
No, I can't.
You have to. Listen to me. I've waited years to be with Rusty, and he's the most honest, loving man that I've ever known, and he would never tell me a lie. And if I had given up on my dream, I would never have found this happiness.
And your double-wide trailer, too.
It's true. If you really want to be mayor, don't give up, Olivia. Just because a man wants you to do something. Just because he's Maurice.
thing is, Beverly, what I really wanted was to change the town, to make it a safe and happy place for women, a place like Mexico City where a woman can get a bank account and a woman can run for mayor and get a university education.
You're just asking too much. This town is not ready for all of that.
But I think that maybe I can do it without being mayor. Just hear me out, okay? You and I, we're like aliens in this town. You own a gas station and I own a bank.
It's
And
true.
I know that as female business owners, it's tough. And I want to offer you a loan from the bank so that you can improve this gas station.
Is it just because I'm marrying a man that you're going to offer me this loan? Or would you have offered me this loan if I was still just a widow?
Oh, don't doubt me, Beverly. Heck no, it's not because you're marrying a man. If anything, that counts against you.
Really?
Yeah, I want to make this town safe and a wonderful haven for women, not by being mayor, but by being an example with you.
I like that. Because to tell you the truth, after I went to Mexico City and got my degree in marketing and accounting and business and such, well, I got some ideas. I thought about this.
Tell me.
Okay, sometimes when I come home from work at the gas station, I'm very hungry. I go to the refrigerator. I get out what's left over from the night before. I cut it up. I put it on a plate. I put it in the oven. Well, that's a waste of time. It's a waste of time for working women like us.
Well, what's your idea? Because you're so right.
Think of this. Aluminum foil packages. Food in individual sections of the package. Some with gravy.
Oh, could you have it with meatloaf?
You could do meatloaf. You could do chicken. You could do turkey almost like a... Hold on 1 second. Beaver Pines gas station, Beverly speaking.
Beverly.
Glenn? What? Glenn, is that you? Glenn! Glenn! What happened? Operator! Operator!
If you like to make a call, please dial 0.
Beverly, are you talking about your dead husband, Glenn?
It's impossible! But it was his voice! It was his voice!
But you never found him. His body was never recovered.
The plane, 2 pieces, 1 mountain, no body!
Thanks for meeting me, Maddie.
Of course, since you asked.
I received this signal from my brother, Diego. You see, my real name is Indigo.
Oh my God.
Guess not many people know about this. I tried to keep it under wraps for as long as I could.
Well, look, I don't know much about what's going on with your family, but I promised Jack that I would never see Diego again.
It's okay, actually. That's why I'm here. It seems like you and my brother get along.
Well, I mean, but I promised Jack I wouldn't.
Well, you see, my brother wants revenge on your brother.
Yeah, so I've heard.
So you're gonna have to pick a side.
Well, I choose my brother.
Diego's very, very fond of you, Maddie. He doesn't take well to people rejecting him.
That's a threat.
Not from me. I'm just letting you know what I know about my brother. Trust me. I wasn't going to tell anybody about this.
No.
But now that he's in town, I can't reject my brother either.
Now, hold on, Violet. You and me have been friends all the time you've been in town. I don't want to just make this all go crazy because your old gang brother suddenly came into town. Why don't, if he's threatening you and he's threatening my brother, why don't we just...
Maddie, I love you like a brother I never had. But we can't go against Diego. And I have to say, I somewhat have his sentiment as well, because your brother, in cahoots with Dr. Eastman, killed our father.
Oh.
And I desperately want revenge. My whole life, I've had problems with husband after husband. You know, not the best luck, lots of debt. And it's because of what I experienced as a child. It was really, really difficult growing up without a father. Not only that, but seeing him die before my own very eyes at the hands of Dr. Eastman and your brother, who, by the way, were fairly young when they killed him. They've been evil since they were young. Your brother has been in the gang since he was young.
Hold on, that's not fair. Gang, yes. Evil, no. It's been hard for both of us. We haven't had anything, and Jack went into the gang to try and make our life work a little bit, and now that we've got all this money, he's changing, and he's not going to be like that anymore, so maybe you and Diego can just explain to him that, you know, all of that really hurt, obviously, and he can apologize, and all of this can just get swept under the rug.
There's only one thing I can even think of doing. And don't think I haven't noticed the way you look at him when he puts on his grand poobah hat.
Beverly, just pull yourself together. What are you saying?
I'm saying that I picked up the phone, and it was Glenn. It was Glenn's voice. All he said is,
But that can't be possible. That plane went down. No one could survive a crash like that.
but they never found his body, Rusty. They never did. Hold on. Hello?
There's a collect call from...
Yes! Yes!
Beverly, I'm right outside.
Glenn! Glenn!
Beverly!
Oh! Glenn! Glenn!
Beverly!
What happened? What happened, Glenn?
The puff! The puff!
Rusty!
I know that you saw me and Violet in a compromising position at the bar.
Yes, I did.
And I know you were very upset at me about this.
Hello.
Olivia,
Look out this window. Baby, you see that fire out there?
Did you say baby?
Yes, baby, you light my fire. Just like that fire out there.
You mean you love me again, Maurice?
I do. I think I had made a mistake to break off the wedding. I didn't realize you were no longer upset at me.
Of course not. And I've decided to step down from the mayoral candidacy.
You have?
Yes,
And we're gonna have children?
yes,
And we're gonna buy that house in the corner?
yes. Oh, Maurice, I love you.
Yeah.
And now, a word from our sponsor, Geritol Adult Vitamin.
Hello, my name is Fernando Fernandez Hernandez de la Paz, Cordova Street, and I play Maurice Jackson, Beaver Pines.
And I'm Darcy Gillespie, and I play Olivia Oil.
You know, Darcy, even though I play a handsome 43-year-old man on stage, in real life I'm 105 years old.
You know what? You don't look a day over 45.
And you know why that is?
No, why?
Because of Geritol. Gary.
Tall.
Yeah, also known as Geritol. Yeah. You know what? I have to admit to you, I take it too. Because after these long days on the set, sometimes I'm just so tired, I need to pick
That's right. It comes in liquid form, it comes in powder form, it comes in suppository form, and in ointment. Now, this is why we can do all of the activities that we do. They're active.
Yes. Now, I'm so glad that we found Geritol. Not only does it help give us energy, but it gives us that pick-me-up that'll pick you up. Geritol. And now enjoy your 2-minute
shone down from heaven itself, a guiding light. Strength in your heart.
You know, it's like the days of our lives.
I thought I would have to go to some general hospital.
If only we had had kids, it would have been all of our children here sitting.
As the world turns, things always come together, don't they?
They do.
It's like I forgot everything else except your memory.
Oh, Glenn, I'm so very glad to see you, but I need to let you know, when you were gone, I tried so hard to hold on to you, but even though they never found your body, I had to assume that you were dead. Glenn,
and therefore you waited for me.
No, Glenn.
Just in case.
Glenn, I'm getting married to Rusty. I'm so sorry. I spent all of these years wishing that you would walk through that door, and then just in the last several days, my life has changed.
Rusty, who's Rusty?
Rusty.
Glenn, it's me.
This is Rusty. Glenn, meet Rusty. Rusty, Glenn, Glenn.
Elvis dance moves are obscene.
Yes.
He's been gone a long time.
You're right.
I take Farragut's memory from that's Elvis is coming popping in my head.
Glenn, do you remember when we got married, how you danced like Elvis?
I do.
Go ahead, Glenn, show me.
It's been a long Remember that? Remember when I used to do that in bed?
Of course I remember. Of course I remember. I remember so many things.
What else do you remember?
Listen, I just have one request, Rusty. Glenn, will you shower with me?
Beverly! I would love to shower with you every night. I want to cleanse this awful memory, this awful feeling of losing you.
Beverly, what are you doing?
It's the movie that I saw. I saw a movie. It's called Psycho. It scared me. And I just need Glenn to take one last shower with me.
Beverly, you and I were getting married.
I just need to get through this, and then we can get married.
Stop puffing and puffing!
Mayor? When Diego back in town, he's going to know what we did. He's going to tell everyone. I mean, that's why you had me get rid of him in the first place.
Listen, son. I don't think I'm much for this office anymore anyway, so why don't you tell me what you think we should do about it? I can use what last bit of my power I have to keep this under wraps.
He's back for blood. He knows that Eastman and I knocked off his pop. And, you know, I kicked him out of the game. I took over. But I just did it because you told me to.
That's right. And we're going to keep that between you and me, son, aren't we? Because I need a strong ally like you, out there on the streets, keeping his nose to the happenings of what's going on in the undercity of Beaver Pines. As a mayor who can control. I'm monologuing here. Come in.
Finish your monologue there. I was listening outside the door.
A mayor who can control the criminal underbelly of Beaver Pines is a mayor who can stay in office indefinitely.
Hear, hear. Well, looks like the past has come back to bite us, to haunt us. And I don't know what to do. V knows everything, and she has her abilities. I'm scared.
Maddie? Okay, I'm just going to keep practicing this. I have to get my confidence up. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. How does that sound?
It sounds like you're trying to kill my brother.
Well, he killed my father.
I can't help you. I know that Diego's going to threaten all sorts of things. I don't even know what you're going to try and do, but I can't do it. I can't help you.
Have a drink. Let's talk this out. Let's be logical about this. You know, it's like tit for tat. Someone kills someone, you kill someone. Right? So fine. Let's negotiate here. Someone has to die. Maybe it doesn't have to be Jack. Maybe it could be someone else. As long as someone dies, well, I'm okay with it. And I'm sure Diego will be okay with it too.
I have heard some whisperings over the years. Every once in a while, when Jack was on the phone with one of the rollers, I'd listen in on the other line. He never knew that I would, but they kept talking about the mayor. And now I never imagined that the mayor would really have anything to do with them. He's always so harsh and strict and everything, but...
RJ? You think RJ wouldn't stoop as low to murder? I don't. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
She's a little angry.
But I can explain. I can explain everything.
We better do it quick, because I'm angry.
Just sit down. You can sit on the couch if you want.
This is fine.
Here. Wait a second. When you sit like that, you do look like Diego's kid sister.
Mind what you see?
I'm thinking of you as a child. No. Look. What happened between your father, Dr. Easton, me, the mayor, your brother, it's deep. There's a lot going on. And you just want to know it all.
Of course I want to know it all. It ruined my life. I watched my father die in front of my eyes. And then I accidentally killed all my husbands. I'm lonely. And angry. I'm still kind of lonely. Are you sure? Okay. Keep going.
Let me continue about how I murdered your father. All right. Well, the mayor, he was campaigning for his first term. But your brother and your father, they dug up something bad, something terrible about him. He had a plan. Once he came into office, he was going to have the streets flooded with narcotics. Your father, your brother, who ran the rollers at the time, they didn't want him. They knew what drugs could do to this community. And they wanted to out him. Tell the whole town about his plan. I was a young member of the rollers. I just wanted to move up in the world. And Doc Eastman, he was the one creating all the drugs in his lab. We had this plan together. The mayor, he paid Eastman and me off.
All right, Jack. I hear your sob story. And I have some sentiment for it. But someone needs to die. So, I'll spare your life. And I'll tell Diego to spare your life. But you need to help us murder the mayor and Dr. Eastman.
But could I have a moment with my brother?
Fine, but
We'll get back in touch.
it better be quick. Because someone's gonna die.
Daddy, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person, okay? I sold out all my values. I killed her family just so I could run the rollers, and I started spreading all these drugs all across the town.
Okay, well, yeah, that's a lot of what I was about to say. Jack, you never told me that you were at the heart of it. I mean, you said you got caught up in it. You said that it was what you had to do to get us by, but I mean, all the drugs, all of the conspiracy, you're telling me you started it?
What do you want from me, okay? I'm part of a gang. You should know I'm a bad seed.
No, I knew you were part of the gang. I didn't know you're the reason the gang is doing all the things it's doing.
It's not me, it's the mayor, okay? I was just a pawn in his game. I was young, I was 17, and he told me that, you know, Jack, you can be my guy on the inside. He was saying that it was okay to be in a gang because we are in allegiance with the people who run this town. He was selling us all these drugs, and we were making money selling to all the people. It felt good.
So all this time that the mayor's been saying all these terrible things about me, people like me, and you've been working with him the whole time?
It's just business, Maddie.
No! No, it's not just business. This matters. You helped him. You never told me that you helped him.
Beverly, Glenn. Glenn?
He looks just a little bit different, and he's a little shy. Comes in slow.
Glenn, you're dead.
He's not dead.
I'm not dead. So then, we just bathed.
I
I know, we are at the public bathroom.
It's the only place to get a good shower.
Excuse me.
But you're supposed to be dead. You're playing it crash into the mountain, 2 pieces, separate, opposite sides.
Yes.
Beverly, I know nothing. These are all dirty.
Oh. Listen to me. When that plane went down, something happened to the angular puff.
He was telling me all about it during the shower. He was explaining how the angular puff.
Deangular.
Angular puff!
The what?
The anigular puff!
That's why it went down.
No. I can't hold it any longer.
What can't you hold?
Do you remember when your pilot went to get the anigular puff repaired?
That's right.
Well, he went to the only person in town that knows how to repair that.
Oh.
What are you saying?
Rusty.
Rusty? The guy that you want to marry?
Yes.
So what are you... Wait a minute.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
He said it would take an hour.
An hour?
But
That's impossible!
Let me finish. He said it would take an hour, but everyone knows that the anigular puff doesn't take an hour to repair. It takes 2.5 hours. Why are you so close?
He sabotaged me on purpose to kill me so he could be with you.
It was a crime of passion.
How do you know this? How do you know that this is true? It's just a insinuation at this point.
Because he told me. Oh! Excuse me.
Your fiancé tried to murder me.
No, it wasn't. He didn't. He was just trying to be with her. He wanted you to be missing. You did not die. He technically didn't.
Tomato, tomato. Regardless, do you want to be with this man?
I need to speak to him first.
Violet! Thanks for waiting outside. You want somebody dead, right?
Yes! I want revenge.
That person is the mayor. And I want to do it.
You Maddie!
He's been twisting my brother's head since before he could legally sign a contract.
Look, I really want you to have this for yourself, but I also want to kill somebody too. Maybe we can do it together.
Fine. You've got more skills in that arena.
I do. But look, I don't know if we're going to be able to convince my brother not to kill Jack. He has it out for him, especially now that Jack's head of the rollers. And look, I like Jack. To be honest, I've always kind of had a crush on Jack. Ew. Sorry. It's helping him stay alive, to be quite honest.
All right, well, if you have a crush on my brother...
You have a crush on my brother?
I have a different kind of situation with your brother.
Ew!
That's fair. I respect that. But maybe we
Oh my
can use
God,
that.
maybe we can double date. After we kill people.
You can get your brother to agree to lose this obsession with Jack and focus it towards the mayor.
And if you can convince my brother, to focus it towards the mayor, this will be great. I think you need to convince my brother. You have more sway with him than I do.
We never canceled our next 4:30 appointment.
Well, take the appointment. And since I'm doing this for you, maybe you can put a good word in for me with Jack.
I got the bunker all locked up, man. We should be safe down here. I mean, you got this stocked with food to last us years. No one can get us down here. You don't seem shaken up at all.
No, I built this place bulletproof in case the communists bomb us with those nuclear weapons.
Hello.
Do you remember me? I am coming from the ventilation.
Look up. It is I, Diego Montoro. You killed my father. Prepare to hold up. Prepare to die.
Diego, I can't tell by your eye line. Who are you looking at? Me or him?
Well, we all know that there really is only one culprit in this crime. You have seen what you've done to my city! You! Rutherford! You have a really difficult name to pronounce.
Male Rutherford R.J. Johnson. I didn't kill anyone.
Do you not think that I see the real purveyor of the knife that stabbed me in the back? Do you not think that I see the sparkle in your eye when you looked at my empire? Do you not think that I see your plans to destroy my city with drugs? Today, you die.
Diego!
Oh, man, I thought this bunker was foolproof.
I feel like I'm being set up.
I am no fool.
I know you want to avenge our father, and so do I. But it's not Jack.
They both die.
No.
It seems
Maddie.
you numbskulls brought knives to a gunfight, though.
This is a sword.
Okay. You're right. You're right, I did take your criminal empire. The whole thing. Because then I can run the crime up when I want to get reelected. And then mellow it back down. I'll raise the heat and then lower the heat. Like a celebrity chef.
Your days of cooking are over, Mayor.
No! I want to do it!
You're gonna do yourself toilet paper.
Oh my God!
My name.
On the ground, or you die. It's a gun pointed to your head. I can blow your head
I have a sword!
right open.
Sister, don't. Just go down, please. You don't have to die.
I thought you said this bunker was secure.
I left it open on purpose. To get everybody in one room. Now I'm going to seal this bunker behind me and blow it up.
Beverly, please. Can't we just talk? It's a beautiful night, Beverly. A beautiful night out here in the park. Just like that first night we met. You remember that?
Of course I do. I remember. I also remember when Glenn was leaving on that business trip to the Amazon.
Dangerous place to do business.
It's even worse when you're manipulator puff.
All right. I sabotaged his airplane.
So you didn't.
Yeah.
You admit to it.
Yeah.
How could you do that?
Don't you understand why I did it, Beverly? Because I was half blind with crazed love for you.
You're crazy and half blind. You still are.
Listen to me, Beverly. I know that you've loved him, and I know lately you've had a lot of showers with that man.
I can't help it.
But don't you remember, he cheated on you with Crystal, your best friend.
Yes,
But that's always the way it is with you. That man has something over you, Beverly. No matter what he does to you, no matter how he treats you, it's always but. Well, what about this? But let him go.
listen.
It was such a nice day a minute ago.
These summer storms are eerie. I married him because I thought I loved him, but primarily because he was a source of security for me. And I didn't know he was going to come back. And now that he's back, he's likely to take the gas station away from me.
Then let him have it.
Why?
Me and you, we'll take that double wide and we'll hit the road. We'll go somewhere far away where no one ever heard of beaver pines or alien abductions or murderous plots. We'll go somewhere where we could live a normal life and just have some happy days.
I tried that with Glenn. It didn't work so well.
But I'm not Glenn. I'm Rusty.
Don't you see, Rusty? I had my own independence when I had the gas station. It was mine. Nobody could take it from me. And I didn't owe anybody anything. And now he's going to take that from me, and now you're saying I can come have a life with you, but how do I know nobody's going to take that from me too?
So I wouldn't let anybody take it from you. Look, I don't want to take your independence. I want to help you become everything you ever wanted to be. If you want to run a business, run a business. I'll help you. I'll work in the stock room, for God's sakes. I don't care, Beverly. I just love you so much.
Rusty, I can't do it.
Olivia! Olivia! Please pick up. I'm trying to get her on the line. She's our only hope.
Hello, Olivia Oil.
Olivia, you need to help us. We are all stuck down in the mayoral bunker. Dr. Eastman, Violet, her brother, my brother, the mayor, he's gone crazy.
That thing.
Sorry, say that again?
I thought you couldn't break into that thing.
I thought it was foolproof, but he left it open on purpose, and he's gonna blow us all up. You need to help us.
Jack, tell her this. Whoa, hey, that's not your dog.
Whoa, hey, that's not your dog, Olivia.
It's not my dog?
No, the mayor, he planted a robot dog to watch you.
Then I'll be right there.
I want you to know. I know that my plan that I had planned for many years was going to come to fruition, and yes, I was going to use you. But you have to know that all those 4:30 appointments, they meant something to me.
Aw, and Jack, I think you should know that it was my idea to save you.
Mayor!
I'm here, and I'm packing.
No,
What?
I thought it was the mayor.
Olivia.
Olivia.
Get over here.
Me?
Yeah,
Why? Me?
because I know you're behind it.
What are you talking about? I'm not behind anything.
Oh, yes, you are. You, Jack.
Not Jack.
Olivia, what are you doing? We called you to stop the mayor. He's gonna blow this place sky high.
Olivia, you gotta save us!
So, I guess you haven't figured it out yet.
Oh, no!
Dog?
It's my robot dog. Now get down and bark.
Olivia, please, you don't want to do this. Whoa!
Now what?
Wait, I hear something coming over the loudspeaker.
Attention. This premises is to be evacuated immediately.
The door was not sincere.
Jake, you help me.
No! Olivia! Olivia, what are you doing?
I can't give up the mayoral candidacy. I'm in on it with the mayor.
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Well, if you know how to stop this place from blowing up?
Self-destructing.
You were the one that killed my father?
30 seconds.
It was me. You were the one that killed my father? It was me. And I'm glad I did it. We better get out of here.
to have a conversation with the fellow who tried to kill him by sabotaging his aligulator pump.
I'm doing this for Beverly. You picked an interesting place to talk at a cemetery.
I brought you here for a reason, Glenn.
The clouds are thick.
I thicken them on purpose. You might think it's because I'm here to kill you, but it's not.
Good.
I'm here to ask you for your help.
With what?
You have some power over Beverly. I don't know what it is, but she loves you. She looks at you in a way I can never get her to look at me.
So what do you want from me? To relinquish that power?
I want you to give her up. I want you to leave and never come back. As good as dead, Glenn. And let her have the life with me that you know she deserves.
And what does she say about it?
She can't say anything as long as you're in the picture. Her whole mind is boggled.
Well, why would you want to be with someone that way if another man is on her mind?
Because I love her.
Then I love her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And why did you sleep with Crystal?
You knew about that.
Yeah, I knew about that.
Listen, is it a man? Oh, no. What? Can a man have one or two mistakes in his life?
Look, if there's anyone who knows anything about making mistakes and having a second chance, it's me.
You tried to kill me. That deangular puff.
It's an aligulator.
Angulator puff.
Stop trying to say it until I tell you what it is. It's an aligulator. What are you laughing at? That's what it is.
This? Yeah.
This is it. Your pilot brought this into my shop and asked me to fix it. It would have been an easy fix. All you have to do is go like this. But I didn't do that. Instead, I did this. But now that this is here, this can serve as a symbol, maybe. Maybe this can serve as a symbol of the way life can appear so broken, but it can be fixed so easily.
Rusty, you know the park down on Madison with the big field?
I played many games of soccer there as a Cub Scout.
Tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., meet me there. Well, rather, bring Beverly there, okay? You'll get what you want.
Maddie, you were shot by Olivia, who's right there, standing in that spot with a gun pointed at you.
Olivia, you can't do this.
I have to do it.
No, you don't. I know you. This isn't you.
You thought you knew me.
Self-destruct sequence in 15 seconds.
No,
I do know.
Hurry up, we're outside!
Maddie, you have to escape. Listen to me.
Wait
There
a
is a
second.
way to get out. Go through the ventilation system. Escape, take a left and then a right immediately. You will fall into a haystack.
Come with me.
I can't. I'm injured. Go without me. Just know that I...
Maddie, listen to him.
Self-destruct in
I love
10,
you.
9, 8,
You too. Go as well. I will lie on top of this powder keg and save you both.
Diego, I'm not leaving you. You're my brother.
3,
Sister,
We're gonna die.
only one Montoya needs
That's
to
the
die.
only hope.
1.
Don't you understand? I've been in it
Oh!
all along.
Let's just leave it there for a second.
What is it that you're
I know you. You weren't with the mayor. That's not true. You have a wedding you're planning. You have Maurice. You're doing it for all the women of Beaver Pines. Put the gun down.
Right.
But the mayor told me that if I didn't do this, he would kill Maurice.
Then we need to kill the mayor.
My name is Inigo Montoya, and I'm your mentor.
Well, it's a beautiful day.
I wonder if we'll have any of those freak thunderclaps.
I hope you're feeling a little better about my decision, Rusty.
Look. I don't know why he told us to meet him here, but he said he's going to work everything out. Glenn.
You see me up here in the airplane? I have the deregulator buff.
What are you doing up there, Glenn? He's doing so.
If I can't have her, no one can!
Because I got other freaking Hitchcock movie!
Alright, man. It's just you and I. I've secured every single orifice in your office. There's absolutely 100% no way that anyone can get in. I stopped your plan. I snuck through a duct and prevented the explosion.
Curses.
Yet again, you seem nonplussed by this information.
I've got plans within plans within plans. And underneath those plans, guess what? More plans.
You have so many plans.
Have I not profited? You?
Me?
Son? Rusty is the person we should be blaming for this. Jack, have I not done well by you? You're the head of the rollers. You've been the head of the rollers for the last decade.
Look, I owe a lot of my successes to you, but also everything that's gone wrong in my life, in this town, is because of you, man. And you just chomp on those silly cigars of yours, watching from your office with all of these monitors, monitoring things, your robot dogs, planning things, and then actually having Olivia do them instead of me, which I still can't explain.
Bribery. Plans within plans within plans. Who knows where these sticky fingers will pop out next?
You know what? I think it's time we put an end to everything. It's time that you have one last cigar. It's over. It's all over.
He's
Dead.
the plane. It just went down, and I can't believe he did that.
But
His hat.
and his scarf.
Oh my God, a leg!
Look! There's his aligulator cup. It'll never rotate again. And there's his purse, which must have been in the glove compartment of the airplane.
That's strange.
I wonder what other odd things might fly into the field. Let's just wait a minute and see.
Oh dear, he's shooting!
Oh my God!
Oh. What's that jacket I gave him? Rusty. By the looks of this, I'd say he's dead.
Now, Beverly, now that he's dead, where does that leave you and me?
Rusty, I'm trying to come to terms with the fact that you tried to kill him.
Listen, Beverly, if you can love me, then I swear I'll spend the rest of my life making up for that. Is it possible, Beverly, that you could give our love a second chance?
You know, look at the sky. The clouds are fluffy and white, and the sun is coming through. Rusty, I love you. And I want that double wide, and I want that gravel yard.
Beverly, I'll give you all of those things, and yet, there's one more thing I need to tell you.
What does Rusty have to tell to Beverly? Well, you'll have to come back tomorrow to find out in our next episode of Beaver Pines.
Director of Synergy Theater. Spontaneous Soap was conceived and directed by Lynn Shields. Music and original sound effects by Roster Draksha. First, we have one more episode tomorrow at 3:15. Please come back. Tell your friends and bring them with you. We really do continue the story exactly where we left off. We're going to pick up right there. And tomorrow, you will see how it all wraps up in our final episode. Please come back. Please bring your friends. Your word of mouth is our greatest form of advertising, and we appreciate you spreading the word. Hey, here's a couple of things. First of all, you've seen Synergy Theater here at the Leisure Center for the Arts, but have you ever seen Synergy Theater perform an immersive, improvised murder mystery at a winery in Berkeley while you're eating dinner? No, you haven't, because we've never done that before, but we are doing that on Saturday, August 24th, and you don't want to miss it. A brand new show for us in a brand new venue at Caroling Wines in Berkeley. You get dinner, you get wine, and you get to be part of an immersive murder mystery that unfolds around you. Please grab a flyer on the way out and come and see us on Saturday, August 24th in Berkeley. Right after that, we careen right into our 24-25 season. We open up in October with Improvised Twilight Zone, then Improvised Law and Order, then Improvised Dungeons and Dragons, and finally Improvised Hitchcock, a full-length play in the style of Alfred Hitchcock. Subscriptions and ticket sales go on sale Sunday, tomorrow, the 29th. So go online to Synergy Theater, become a subscriber. We'd appreciate that very much. We have some postcards over there, so go ahead and take some on your way out. Finally, if you think improv looks like fun, well, it really is. And if you wonder if you could do it, you absolutely can. And we teach classes right here in Walnut Creek at the Walnut Creek Arts and Rec Center. I teach them myself. So grab some information on the way out. Our new session in the fall goes on sale August 7th. Registration opens up. Take a class with Synergy Theater. We'd love to see you there. Finally, we are a 501c3 organization. We rely very heavily on the generosity of our patrons. That's you. You're our patrons. To help us go do what we do with your generous donations. If you have a couple of bucks and you don't mind putting them in the tub on your way out, we'd appreciate that very much. And now, it's time to give away bars of soap. We actually have Synergy Theater spontaneous soap bars of soap. We're going to read out 3 suggestions that we got during the show tonight. If we read your suggestion, then I want you to stand up and shout out, "Holy moly, I wrote that!" And we will come running up and someone will give you a bar of soap. Here we go. The first suggestion is, "Elvis's dance moves are obscene." Who wrote that?
Holy moly, I wrote that.
Our next suggestion is, "Oh dear, did your secretary trip again and get lipstick on your collar?" Who wrote that one? And finally, our third suggestion is, "Will you shower with me? I saw Psycho last night and I'm scared." Who wrote that? Oh my God! My friends, thank you very much. You are awesome. If you have a friend in the cast and you want to say hello, we'll be outside by the backstage door in just a few minutes. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night. Goodbye.